Kate Upton's recent Instagram story has sparked concern among her followers, as the 32-year-old model shared a cryptic post that left many wondering about the situation she described. On Friday, November 16th, Upton took to her social media account to ask for advice from a wide range of professionals: lawyers, judges, advocates, law enforcement officers, and parents, regarding a troubling scenario involving a father and his child. In her story, Upton laid out a scenario that immediately caught the attention of her audience. She described a father, recently out of rehab, who was traveling alone with his 10-year-old daughter. The father allegedly became intoxicated, using both alcohol and drugs, and then proceeded to make disturbing threats while in a taxi. According to Upton's account, the father claimed to have a gun and threatened the taxi driver, saying that he would shoot the driver unless the driver dropped them off on the highway at midnight, forcing the little girl to walk home in the dark. Upton explained that the taxi driver, fearing for his own safety but more concerned for the safety of the child, refused the father's demand. The driver reportedly said he would rather be shot than leave the child stranded in such a dangerous situation. Upton's narrative ends with her asking her followers whether they would consider this scenario an emergency or a crime. She also questioned if anyone would be frightened for their child if they were in a similar situation. The post has raised serious questions about child safety, parental responsibility, and the potential for abuse and neglect. Upton included a comment box in her story to encourage feedback from her followers, asking them to share their thoughts on the situation, whether they thought the father's actions constituted a criminal act, and whether they would consider it an emergency situation. Since sharing the message, Upton has not provided any further context or updates on the situation, leaving many fans and followers on edge about the events she described. While Upton has not directly linked the scenario to her personal life or any individual she knows, the story has raised concerns among her followers about child safety and the well-being of young children in potentially dangerous environments. Kate Upton, who has been married to professional baseball player Justin Verlander since 2017, is a well-known advocate for family values and has a young daughter of her own, 6-year-old Genevieve. This connection to motherhood and family makes her post even more impactful, as many of her followers can relate to her concerns as a mother. Her Instagram post comes on the heels of other high-profile celebrity discussions on parenting, family dynamics, and public safety. In recent years, Upton has used her platform to advocate for issues such as body positivity and mental health awareness, but this latest post has shifted the focus toward child protection and the responsibilities that parents have in ensuring their children's safety, especially in public settings. The post has garnered significant attention, with many followers expressing their concern for the child mentioned in the scenario and wondering whether the situation described was an isolated incident or indicative of a larger, more troubling pattern of behavior. Some followers have also taken the opportunity to discuss the role of addiction in parenting, with many pointing out the dangers of substance abuse in the lives of children and how it can lead to unpredictable and dangerous situations like the one described by Upton. At the time of writing, Kate Upton has not followed up on the post or provided additional details about the situation, leaving her followers with more questions than answers. It remains unclear whether the scenario was something she personally experienced or whether it was a hypothetical situation she was asking for feedback on. However, the fact that Upton chose to bring attention to such a troubling situation suggests that it could have been a real-life experience, or at least a scenario that felt deeply concerning to her. As Upton has always been open about her own experiences with motherhood, it is possible that she is using her platform to bring awareness to the challenges faced by many parents, especially those who are navigating issues like addiction, mental health, and family dynamics. By sharing this story, she may be encouraging others to reflect on the importance of ensuring the safety and well-being of children in all circumstances, whether in the home or while traveling. The Instagram post also raises important questions about the role of bystanders and witnesses in situations of potential child endangerment. The taxi driver in Upton's story acted courageously by refusing to comply with the father's demands and prioritizing the safety of the child. His actions highlight the importance of standing up for vulnerable individuals, especially children, and acting in their best interests, even when faced with personal danger. While the scenario remains shrouded in mystery, Upton's decision to seek advice from professionals and the general public reflects the seriousness with which she views the situation. It also highlights the growing concern among many people about the safety of children in a world where issues like addiction, mental illness, and violence can create dangerous environments. Upton's followers have expressed their support for her and have shared their thoughts on how to handle similar situations, with many urging greater awareness of the risks that children face both in public and private spaces. This post is just the latest example of Upton using her platform to engage her audience in important conversations about social issues. Over the years, she has built a strong reputation as a model, actress, and influencer, but also as someone who cares deeply about the well-being of others, especially children. Her focus on family and child safety is likely to resonate with many of her followers, particularly those who are also parents or who work in fields related to child welfare and protection. While the full details of the situation remain unclear, Upton's post serves as a reminder of the importance of staying vigilant when it comes to the safety of children and the role that each individual can play in ensuring that children are protected from harm. Whether the story is based on a real incident or a hypothetical scenario, Upton's call for advice has sparked an important discussion about child safety, addiction, and parental responsibility, and it is likely that the conversation will continue as more people reflect on the issues she raised in her Instagram story. As Upton's followers wait for any further updates or clarifications from the model, the story remains a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by many parents and caregivers in ensuring the safety of their children. The incident described in her post serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the dangers that can arise when parents are struggling with substance abuse or mental health issues and the potential consequences for their children. While the outcome of this particular situation is unclear, the attention it has garnered underscores the need for greater awareness and action when it comes to protecting vulnerable individuals, particularly children, from harm.